Okay guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to look at shots that you really want to try and avoid. You know, if you have to play them, you have to play them. But one of the things I always try and demonstrate is you must do a lap around the table. You must, check all your options, have a good look, don't just play the first thing that you see. Okay, sometimes that might be what you're going to play anyway, but in this instance, doing a lap around the table would save you a lot of pain. Just trust me on that one. So, we're going to look at the idea of drawing the cue ball across to play the yellow into the same pocket. And what can go wrong? So we're going to hit each shot, just for the purpose of the video, at 6 o'clock on the cue ball, just for your reference, low on the cue ball in the middle. But the first time what we're going to do is, we're going to talk about, when we talk about deceleration, what does deceleration mean? It means when we get to the cue ball, we quit on it. We don't follow through, so we don't get any action, or we get little action, certainly not as much action as we'd like. So we're going to draw the cue ball into this area, but first time around we're going to decelerate, and this is what can happen. So we're going to go 6 o'clock on the white, slightly quit on it on impact, and horrible, no good. Probably lost the game. Absolute nightmare. Okay, so second time around, we're going to play 6 o'clock on the cue ball, but we're going to accelerate a little bit too much, a little bit too quick through the bottom of the cue ball, a little bit too much impact, a little bit too much follow through. Let's see what happens. Ugh, no, disaster. Snookered ourselves. So, can we get around this? Well, we can of course play 6 o'clock and execute it perfectly. However, this isn't a very easy shot to execute on a consistent basis. Not necessarily just this shot, I'm talking about moving forward on various shots where you have to play it in this way. There's going to be more difficult situations, of course, but to get it perfect, it's the correct delivery, the correct strike on the cue ball, how fast is the cloth, how responsive is the cloth, the balls, all these different factors come into getting it right. We're going to try and get it right by keeping soft hands, moving up the butt of the cue a fraction, and being able to kind of punch it a little bit as opposed to playing a 6 o'clock. Now, why is this? Well, playing 6 o'clock on the cue ball is all about the cue acceleration speed. If you quit when you get to the cue ball, we snooker this up behind the red as you've seen. If we then compensate for this and we accelerate through too quickly for the shot that we want to play, we then get too much backspin and come here. Can we take the backspin out of the equation? Possibly, by going a little bit up the cue ball, so it becomes more of a stun back as opposed to a backspin, and therefore we need to get a bit more bite on the white. And let's go up the back of the cue, let's get our hands a little bit closer to the ball, and let's ease it into the gap. Not play with backspin into the gap. Let me show you. So there you have it, guys. That's a very, very, very good little tip there for you. Go a little bit higher up the white, go a little bit firmer with the grip, go a little bit up the butt of the cue, get your hand close to the ball, get that bite on quickly, but not with rotations, with a more of a stun shot than a backspin shot. However, there was a far, far simpler way. Did anybody see it? Let me show you. So, we do a lap around the table. Sometimes we can be a bit lazy, we don't always do it. Okay, sometimes if there's a shot clock, we don't have that luxury. But with no shot clock here, guys, so we can do what we like. We do a lap around the table. And the yellow ball goes in the other pocket. So there's no grip factor, there's no acceleration factor, nothing at all, other than simply roll the ball in and take the yellow to the opposite corner. How many of you seen that? Did you spot it? Hope you did. Let's play it anyway. Does it get any easier, guys? Hope you like the video. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and we'll see you in the next one.